Hello everyone, it's Dan here from TommusRhodus Support. I'm just going to take you through setting up a brand new page with our theme pillar for WordPress. So at this point in time we've imported the demo data, we've got things all set up, we've gone through the theme options and the header overrides, etc. And next up we're just going to create a fresh page from blank just so you can get an idea of how it all works and how Visual Composer works, etc. So to begin with, we're going to head to our dashboard. And we'll go to Pages and Add New. Sorry. Before we do anything else, I'm just going to give it a title of our ACE page. And at the moment, you'll see there's not really much going on here. We're just going to start adding in content straight away. So we're going to open up the backend editor for Visual Composer. And I'm going to start by adding in a nice slider, because I think that always looks quite nice. So let's just add some content here. We'll add a slide. So we need to add a background image. That's pretty nice. And well, for text I'll just put in hello world. Make it a nice heading. And I'll just clone that to quickly create another slide and just edit the slide so that it has a different background. That lady is cool. Hit save and we'll publish that and take a look and see what we've got. Okay, well there's the slider. Now this is the reason I've done this is so you can see how it all works. You can see in its default state when we've just dropped a block into the page, well, it is what it is. We've got a nice slider, it looks fantastic, but you may want to have it stretch the full width of the screen, for instance, and that's no problem at all. Basically what you need to do, back in the page, we go to the row settings, which is this little pencil icon here. And we're going to set this to stretch row. Which I know that may seem a bit simple, but it really is as simple as that. Just before we go any further, let's hit save and update. And refresh, and you can see straight away we've now got a perfect full screen slider to begin with. Absolutely lovely. So we'll start adding more content below that. And the way that Visual Composer works, I suggest to add another row sort of per section so we don't have everything stretched to the full width. So let's add another row and let's break this up into columns. So if you want to, for instance, have a 50-50 split or thirds or anything like that, this is where you can go to do that. I think to begin with I'll just go with a fairly common kind of 60-40 split, and over on the left hand side we've got quite a bit of choice here. I'll stick some blogs and I'll use the large cards, maybe only show 4 of them, and in the right little section here I think I'll just pop some text. Just grab some random blurb. That's quite a lot of random blurb. That's perfect. Okay, let's update the page and refresh. Take another look. And there we go. So we can see we've got our blog post feeds there. We've got a little bit of text on the right. That's exactly as it should be. You may notice this top post here shows no image. That's just because it has no featured image yet, so that's something you will need to do when you add blog posts to your site. But for now, we can see we've got the nice slider, got the text as we wanted, and below that we'll just show you one more fantastic feature of the theme. So we're going to add another row, and in there I'm going to throw in I'll put in the team members. And I'll show them in a grid. That will be fine. And what we're going to do that's a little bit different, we're going to give this a nice background image, a parallax background image. So to do this, we'll open up the row settings again. We want this background image to apply for the whole row, so we're going to stretch it right out. And here, under Parallax, we're going to apply a nice image and just show you how it all looks. Yeah, that'll do. Okay, let's refresh the page and see what we've got. You can see there we've got the background image in the back there. Admittedly, the way I've set that up is kind of made it difficult to see. So we'll just pop that back. Refresh. There you go. So you can see the background image a lot more clearly now. Let me just go through what I've done there. So originally I'd set that to stretch row, which, as we've seen in the slider, will make the contents completely fill the width of the page. You can see as another example here, where the content is nicely within this container area, that we can basically fill that right out, but we didn't want to do that here. So we've got the team feed with a nice parallax background image in the background as well. And well, yeah, basically from there onwards we can just keep going through adding sections as we wish. You can obviously add as much as you like to the page, it's totally up to you, just bearing in mind the page load size. If you are adding loads of videos, etc., it might take a little while to load, as inevitably it would. But it's all very simple to use. Any problems obviously along the way, then do come and see us over at support. Other than that, thanks for watching.